With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Algier will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game. And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll throw with Penix. On the move to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more, and down to the 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I bet we don't call him rookie anymore. We're moving right to veteran and continue from there.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. This is caught. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Michael Penix scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Falcons post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. God.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Looking for London on the out route complete. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Off to the races. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Here's Penix. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd and 5. To the air, Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Yoshivas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1, ready?
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here we go. Here we go. MT, 11 MT. Shot.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
11. Stop.
This one complete to Yoshibas. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Andre Yoshibas, 59 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Robinson up the middle. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 69 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Burrow on play action. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow, escaping the pressure right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On the right side open is Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I'm one, ready?
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Got. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And McPherson on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw, Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. They'll throw with Penix. London hauls this one in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. They're looking to throw. Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 49 yards. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Here's Burrow. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Gotta go score.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
To throw, Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Shot.
Throwing, Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
11 MT. Tape. 11 MT. Tape. Shot.
Now Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go. Shot.
Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 1. Ready?
Here's 2nd down.
Let's get set. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
12, 12, 12. Shot.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Second down, goal to go.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here we go with Burrow. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first. before they swung him out of there, and you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
12, 12, 12. Eleven, 11, 11, 11. That.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. But this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
On 1, ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. That.
He's back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Matt Judon charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near.
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know where you been told.